Want to know what the real estate crystal ball says? Stay tuned and find out. Welcome back. This is Robert C. Baker with Move to Chattanooga and Crye-Leike Realtors, where we talk about everything related to real estate in the greater Chattanooga area, including Northwest Georgia and Southeastern Tennessee. All right, it's been a minute since I've done a video on the real estate market from a financial perspective, but since we're moving into 2022, I wanted to get some information to you that may affect your wallet or purse. Fair warning, this is nerdy stuff, but if you're concerned about the value of your real estate, you'll want to stay tuned. Now, in this video, we're going to take a look at what may happen to home prices and interest rates in 2022, and those are important considerations regardless if you're selling, buying, or investing in real estate. Now be sure to watch to the end because I'll offer my predictions about 2022 as well as offer some tips about navigating the real estate market. And be sure to click the like button. There have already been a number of predictions concerning home price increases for 2022, and let me tell you, they are all across the board. Which, if you think about it, tells us two things. Number one, people have opinions, and number two, opinions are often wrong. Nevertheless, let's consult the experts. Coming in at the top is Goldman Sachs, who's predicting that home prices will increase 16% in 2022, followed by 6.5% in 2023. Now, perhaps there's some justification for such an exuberant prediction. After all, Realtor.com says that we have an inventory deficit of about 5 million homes, and the inventory situation doesn't look like it's going to improve anytime soon. According to Goldman and quite a few other institutions, it's the same old supply-demand issue. Low supply and high demand, thus higher prices. Demand is chiefly coming from the number of millennial buyers aging into the market. And low supply, we can say, is due to people staying in their homes longer and the continuing low number of new housing starts. Builders are having to deal with sometimes onerous building regulations, and now most recently, supply chain issues are impacting new construction. Now let's take a look at what others are saying. I've literally scoured the internet to find this information for you and have placed it into a hopefully helpful bar chart. Not everyone agrees with Goldman's exuberant home price prediction. Zillow, who recently got out of the iBuying experience and has taken the proceeds to buy back some stock, which makes you question the validity of their estimate, is forecasting a 13.6% growth in home prices in the coming year. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, the two large quasi-governmental mortgage agencies, come in at 7.4% and 7.0% respectively. CoreLogic forecasts a 6% increase in home prices, while the Mortgage Bankers Association is predicting a more modest 5.1% increase. Down at the bottom is the more pessimistic Realtor.com and the National Association of Realtors, coming in at 2.9% and 2.8% respectively. Based on the above, the average 2022 home price prediction is 7.6%. The second biggest concern for sellers, buyers, and investors is mortgage interest rates. Here we're lacking both the drama and the spread that we saw with the home price predictions. I'm not going to focus on any particular institution's prediction, but rather lay everything out for you in a bar chart as I did before. At the top is the Mortgage Bankers Association, which is predicting incremental increases, finally arriving at 4% for 30-year loans by the end of 2022. Quite a number of predictions show interest rates at 3.4 to 3.5% by mid-year, including the Mortgage Bankers Association. Kiplinger is predicting 3.8% next year, and in the mid-range are Redfin, Bankrate, Realtor.com, the National Association of Realtors, CoreLogic, and Fannie Mae, all of which lie somewhere between 3.6 to 3.4%. I should have mentioned earlier that if you see a blank space on these charts, I couldn't find the institution's prediction, or they simply haven't offered one yet. The average of these 8 is 3.6% for 30-year loans in 2022. In summary, all of these institutions predict that we'll see interest rates rise in 2022. Some of them predict that we'll see interest rates rise incrementally until the end of that year. How do rising interest rates affect your wallet or purse? Bankrate.com has a helpful mortgage loan calculator that can help you. Let's say that you're buying a $350,000 home in East Brainerd, an area of Chattanooga, Tennessee. You're putting down 20%. For a 30-year loan at 3%, you're looking at a monthly payment of $1,476. Now, if interest rates rise and you're now looking at 4%, which is the MBA's current prediction, your monthly payment is going to go up to $1,632, or $156 more a month. Naturally, the amount you'll be paying over the life of the loan is also going to go up, running you tens of thousands of dollars more. What's my prediction? When it comes to home prices, I believe that nationally we're going to see an increase of 6% in 2022. Naturally, home price increases are going to be different depending on the area. Boise is not Atlanta, and Atlanta is not Chattanooga, for example. Speaking of Chattanooga, Realtor.com projects that the greater Chattanooga area will see home prices increase 6.9% in 2022. However, recall that we have seen that Realtor.com's projections tend to be a little bit low. When it comes to mortgage interest rates, I'm going to predict 3.4 by mid-2022 and 3.8 by the end of the year for 30-year loans. What about you? In my opinion, 2022 is a pivotal year, and in 2023, we're going to see some changes in the market. Despite rising prices and because of continuing low interest rates, 2022 is still going to be a good year to buy, so long as you don't overpay for a property. 2022 will also be a great year to sell, especially as I suspect we'll see a transition in the market in the following year. And investors, you know that real estate is a safe haven during inflationary times. Hey, don't go. If you're interested in saving money and moving to Tennessee, watch this next.